It's the Finna apocalypse here in DFW. I
Hello,
hope all of
hello.
someone off screen might be getting some strange in a minute. So I might have a guest that you heard the voice of, but maybe just for a short minute, because he's
Yes, I'm
gonna
using
be.
my phone as both a camera and as a way to talk to some potential tang. So, yeah, you've got my voice for now, and I may be running out this room as I'm awaiting. The three lines are moving, the three dots are moving. She's a texting.
So as we know, if the three dots are dancing up and down, so the strange might be coming back with yes, I'd like for you to enter my doorway a little bit later, uh, or yeah. Well, I don't even know why they'd initiate conversation with you in the first place. Like, hey man, what are you up to this evening? Not much. You want to hang out? No, no, just genuinely interested in what you were doing. Uh, we'll figure it out. So we got people in the chat. Friday was a fun day. It went. I don't. I know, Dylan. You wanted to watch the whole 5 hours of me sitting in the floor. I understand that you just haven't got to it yet. That it's on your list, but I had Steve with me Friday for a little while, and then I just sat in the floor and talked to people. Yeah,
Yeah, my computer is slowly dying. The
yeah,
monitor is just black with some lines across it. It's like Hades 2 when Doom talks to you in some of the cutscenes, which is
yeah.
what I defaulted to doing was just playing Hades 2 because holy fuck, I think I'm about to lose several months of my life to that game as I did XCOM 2. That's some addictive gameplay.
Yeah, that's well. Thank God. I kind of need to spread out what I'm playing because I'm creature of habit. So it's hard for me to try something new because I'm afraid I'll get irritated and then I'm out the buddy. Sorry, I'm burping. I had good Italian food. It's I had to go somewhere expensive because I wanted to make sure I didn't have any Carmelos near me. So I've been burping that up for the past 2 hours. It's the Finna apocalypse. Now, let's see what's in the chat. I don't have my second computer near me, so I'm gonna. Oh God, I gotta reach for it. I'll just try to read from here. We got who do we got in the chat today so far? We got Steve. We've got Pale L. We've got James the philosopher. So we've got some people in here. For it actually topped out at like 15 people watching my dumbass sitting in the floor Friday. Like, yeah, cool. Guess there's not much going on in the DV so far. And Steve, by the way, obviously I'm not going to say, but I did get your email. I saw it right before I went live. I'll talk to you later, so don't you worry. I got it. Looks like I'm going up against Steve the Lip tonight. Two marathon men. So there we go. So some of the fun shit that kind of went on today. Not today, really, but like uh, well, the Stonebriar Mall, which is the mall like 5 minutes from me in Frisco, Texas, who you might know has been on the news, well, they had to institute a fucking curfew over there. Do you want to know why? Oh, you know why. We don't need to say why. It's the usual suspects, and yeah, yeah. So even if you wanted to go there, and I've been warning people that are from this area, it's like, yeah, you might want to just not go there for a while. And the sad thing is, the Stonebriar Mall, like even like 7 years ago, was the like one of the most upscale malls in America. It is beautiful, well kept. But during COVID, the
Now
usual
it's where the
suspect.
Somalian churches are.
Now a bunch of Somalian churches, jihadists, people that like to take blades to track meets at schools they don't go to. Those type have invaded our beautiful community. And now if you go there on the weekend, it's like a fucking prison cafeteria. So you just don't go on the weekend anymore. And if you really want to go, you go during the week, but there's plenty of...
Oh, and the Seasons of Oz when Adebisi was the lead, not the seasons when the Irish had the lead of the kitchen.
The Irish had the lead. It was very unrealistic because we know that wasn't going to fly in real life, except, well, now the Irish actually have the lead in real life because they're actually not being pussies over in their country and saying, you know what, we're not going to put up with this fucking bullshit anymore.
Well, they have to fly in real life because there is a chubby lady who is a
all right, just tie her up like the girl in my shirt if you can see it from there. And
that looks like some experienced knot tying, and I should have more experience than I do in knot tying. But
yeah,
I might have to get it some more rope. She's larger than that.
Yeah, you might want to get some more rope and make sure you throw as much rope as humanly possible. And if you have any leftover rope, be sure to stuff it in her mouth.
Okay, so sorry, I'm bailing on you, but
yeah, it's cool. It's cool. If somehow it bombs, I don't want it to bomb. But if you end up coming home and I'm still here, feel free to rejoin.
Coming in the car. Hey.
Hey now. Oh.
Not home. Hey. All right. Hope to see you next Friday. My computer is still fucked, but I'm working around it.
We'll figure it out. We'll figure out something. It's all good. I'm glad to have you for a minute. Good to catch up for a second. If you come back, let me know if you want to come back on. But, you know, take care of business. Get laid. Don't worry about me.
See you soon.
Thank God now it's just us. We can be intimate. Now I don't know what to talk about. Let's sit here. But, okay, so one cool thing, I'm going to pull this up. Hopefully I can go to it without it being too age restricted or whatever. Oh, God. My Frisco is now the same as your Frisco. It's the same. It sucks. It was such a destination place to live. Anywho. Yeah. So, trying to get... Oh, God, everything is updating. This is why I hate this fucking PC. It's like, everything decides to have unnecessary updates. I don't know who these updates are for. They're not for regular folk. They must be for like software engineers that do a bunch of stuff that I don't fucking do. But yeah, I'm just wanting to open stupid ass Firefox in another browser. And show you who I went to see. Ew, I better not show that. That's someone's meat. Any of you see the fucking super girl disgusting melting cock cup? Well, you're about to. It's probably should have just said, hey, look at this cup, and then let you come to the conclusion of the cup. But I'm not a professional comedian. It's bad. It's bad. Oh God, it takes forever. Look at that fucking thing. What the fuck were they thinking making that? It looks like melting goddamn cock skin in a cup. Why would you want that thing? Even if it was fucking painted right, and if it was red like the red on the S or her blouse thing, whatever, skirt. Jesus, it's stupid. Why does it have veins in it? What were they thinking? Ugh. Ugh. It is the fun. It's so much foreskin, Steve. It's a 5 skin. But what I was getting at was something. Oh God, that's nasty. Oh, there's another Carmelo. I went to see this woman perform. This woman had a very funny skit that went viral on TikTok and all that bullshit. And I saw the skit. I was like, this woman's very funny, and she's fucking hot. She's like, goddamn 10. So listen to this.
Who's booing?
Me.
Do you want to say something?
Yeah, like you are a racist.
I'm actually a professional racist. I could keep talking to you. I'm like curious if we want to explore that, but I feel like you're really going to like my joke about trans people next, so maybe we just go to that. Deciding if I use my 2 minutes to explore this woman in the corner. Ma'am, is there anything you'd like to say before I close for the night? What are your pronouns? But no, I actually want to understand, like, do you want to share anything about what upset you, about what I said?
You're offending me.
You being offended doesn't make you right. I want to make people laugh and make them happy, and you want everyone to use pronouns. Do you think it's untrue or just unfunny? Can you name one thing I said that was untrue? I'm gonna have to go in a second, but I'm not gonna abort this. You like abortion, but I don't. I'm gonna stay here with you. We're gonna ride this out. Adoption is an option.
I don't think you can speak for black people.
You're saying I can't speak for all black people as you are currently speaking for all black people? Do you know how to spell my first name? It's actually Arynne, and that is a black girl spelling. So I could say whatever I want. I'm Aaron Wexler. I'd be happy to chat with you after. Thank you all so much. Appreciate
No, not Leonardo Caprio Janney, who's also very funny, Pell L. Not her, but that's Arian Wexler. I was like, I saw that skit and I saw a couple of other ones that were funny, and I was like, God damn, I wonder if that girl's ever going to be on this side of the country. And I go looked, and it's like, oh, she's a fucking hyena right there. I'm like, God damn. So I was like, fuck, I'll go. And so, I mean, not much of an adventure day, may as well tell you. I went to this mall in Mesquite, Texas, that I'm like, I'm never on that side of town. I went over there. That mall was like the Stonebriar Mall. It was at one time beautiful and upscale, and then a bunch of watermelon felons moved into town, and I went there before that show, and I was like, man, I regret even stepping foot in this fucking mall. I mean, especially after the week we had. So I just did my quick usual stops real quick. I saw it had a Hot Topic, looked in there, nothing new, whatever. Went into that box lunch, nothing new. They asked me my pronouns. I told them to suck my dick. Left that store, went to Spencer's again, asked what my pronouns were. I said, was, were, and went out the door. They had an FYE. I don't know if you all ever had an FYE in your necks of the woods where you were growing up, but growing up where I did, FYE was like the end of like the big record stores. Like before that, there used to be like Camelot Music and a bunch of other places. Suncoast Video, I believe. I think that was a little bit of everything. I think that was a little bit of Blockbuster, a little bit of CD selling. I don't know. Don't quote me on that. But like FYE is like, oh shit, there's not too many of those left. So I went in there and they had a lot of great collectibles. They were just like stupid priced. It was all stuff I looked at and I'm like, man, you got to get kind of close before I'm going to think about impulse buying it. Like there is a Xenomorph from Alien Romulus in there, an action figure about the size, about a little bit bigger than my Harley Quinn doll. Or action figure. I shouldn't have called it a doll. I'm sorry. And when I looked at it, it was like $60. I'm like, go fuck yourself. I don't want it that bad. It's like, yeah, now going out to eat is $60, but still, I'm like, nah, I'll just go out to eat for $60 or I buy a fucking toy that I'm going to leave in the box. But it did have a lot of cool stuff. It did have a giant fucking Xenomorph in there too, but that was like hundreds and hundreds of dollars, and I wasn't that interested. That's something I'll get when I move to the other side of DFW once my lease is up here. It's too goddamn hot. I don't know if I told you all that, but the fucking sun beats down on this side of the building 12 hours a goddamn day. And so it takes my heating bill is astronomical because I got to run the AC so much. But now I'm rambling and not paying attention to the chat. I hope I didn't lose any of you. I'm in love, yeah. But yeah, I went to go see her, and there's some other. I went there. Traffic not too bad. After that, Watermelon Mall I went to, which was, oh god damn, Jesus fucking Christ. Don't worry, I always have my home protection on me, so I wasn't too worried. I was like literally thinking, it's like, is this the day I get on the fucking news? So I think it is. Trying to get to the pictures. Because, okay, so I get there in a park, right? And a park, and as I'm getting out, I'm thinking, man, I don't know about this place. I've never been to Hyenas before. I've been to other comedy clubs around Dallas. I met Anthony Cumia at one a couple of years ago. He did an after party, like the one I went to that Anthony Cumia was at. He's the only reason I went. Someone else. Oh, yeah, Gavin guy. His friend Gavin was the actual main event. But, he was funny, of course. But, like, I didn't go to see him. I didn't care. I went to see Anthony Cumia. And Anthony Cumia thought I was a beautiful woman. So, like, when we went to the after party, I was downstairs. And I don't drink in public. The only times I drink is at home. And, I never drink at the bar. I never drink at a restaurant. Like, if I drink, it's there. It's there on the fucking couch. It's there where the whores get fingered. But never not on that couch. I don't think I've ever even drank on that one. But I have on that one. And at the after party, after the sets, he disappears for a minute. He reappears. He goes around. and the look on his face as he was saying hello to me before I said anything said he thought I was a beautiful lady. But I was armed with some new questions for him, considering he was new to the Dabbleverse and hating Stuttering John and all that at that point. So we had a good conversation. I got some pictures with him. The other people that were there, I mean, they were, I guess they were popular people. I think that Gavin guy has like 1 million followers or whatever, but I was like, oh, I'm not asking for a picture with him. I don't know him. And then I have this thing where, like, unless I'm constantly stimulated, like, I get super antsy and I just want to fucking abort. And I got super antsy at one point. It's like, get the fuck out of here. I don't want to be here anymore. and there wasn't like an intuitive way out of whatever that comedy club was named. Like after they closed the doors to the public for the after party, the only way out was through the kitchen. You know, like in movies and shit where for some reason they gotta go through the fucking kitchen for something. Like, you know, either the Ocean's 11 people or whatever. It's like, the only way to do this is to go through the kitchen incognito. That's how I had to leave. And when I left, the exit was beside of a nasty dumpster with oil all over the ground from the like oil things. I had to like be careful not to slip. But I digress. But this comedy club was much different. But I got there and I got parked and it hit me. It's like, man, something tells me they're going to check me for a fucking gun. And I was like, God damn it, I don't want to leave it in the car. Something tells me. And I couldn't find it on their website. So I was like, just put it under the seat. I was right. They checked me for a fucking gun. And they even had the guy with the wand. The guy with the wand wanded me for a gun. I mean, I kind of knew I didn't really need one. Not for the club. It was just like walking from the parking garage to the club. It's like, you know, I'm of the thought anything can happen anywhere, even if it's just 20 feet. So I like that. After the comedy club, it's like you can even Google the location, Hyenas in Dallas, like pretty much connected to it. There's this like restaurant pub thing called the London Ear. I wanted to go there to eat because I'm never on that side of town, but there was one of them fucking soccer games or some bullshit that was playing on all the screens. I walked in there and I can't tell what these people are. They're either Mexican or Iraqi. I don't know, but they're watching this soccer match or whatever the fuck it is. I was like, I'm out of here. I can't deal with this. And I bounced and just got the fuck out of there. And then I tried to go eat at Twin Peaks, the one that was nearby there. That Twin Peaks really valued diversity, equity, and inclusion because they didn't have any white girls working. And I went in there. It took forever for someone to come to the counter to seat me. And then when they sat me, they acted inconvenienced the entire 5 feet to the table. And then I sat there, and none of the DEI hires that worked as waitresses ever came over. So I had a show play, and I was like, at the end of this show, if they don't come, I'm just going to leave. So I left and went to McDonald's. That was exciting. I had a Big Mac. Hadn't had a Big Mac in forever. Anyway, but back to the comedy show, the most fun thing that went on. It's like, so there's 3 comics. And once I got in, after they wanded me and all that shit, they asked me, you know, what kind of seating you want? You want regular seats or preferred seating? And I was like, can I get front row? And they're like, you sure as fuck can. That'll be $35. I was like, here's my $35. Because my thought was, I'm weird looking and I dress weird. So what does that mean? The comedians are going to have fun picking on me. And like I've always said, if if you can't take some ball busting, don't be going on the fucking internet. Don't have a Twitter. Don't ever do a stream, no matter how, big or small the audience is. Just stay off of the internet completely. And I thought, well, this will be fun. I'll get front row, and all the comedians will look at me and like, God damn, what the fuck is that? And they'll have fun. And they did. The first two, I can't remember what they said exactly, but they were. I think one of them asked me my pronouns. That seems to be the go-to. I don't know if any of this is of interest or not, but that's the hot woman, if you can see her. That's me, right to the. You can make out my glasses. That's about as good as it's going to get. If I'd have got here a little bit sooner, I would have showed it. But that was me there, and she had fun with me because she goes, said something like. After a few minutes into her set, she goes, "Sir, you're a different type of looking person that normally comes to my shows," and she said that something like I looked like someone that really wants to burst into singing Evanescence or something like that, and we said we had the same nail tech. So there's a few other jokes sprinkled out, like she would come back to me and say something else, and come back to me and say something else, which was fun, and the audience had a lot of fun with it. It's Dallas, so I was the only one that looked like me in that fucking place, obviously. Everybody else, I shit you not, this is what everybody else looked like. Everyone else in there looked like Joe Rogan if he was dressing up a little bit. Like, well, that button-up shirt he's wearing, it's expensive. He's still wearing jeans, though, but he's wearing an expensive button-up shirt. They all had that same look. Then we had after the comedy show, because I had that preferred seating ticket, that's how I got that picture. I got to take a picture with her and hang out for a minute. And she just, just short and sweet, just thanked me for being a good sport and playing along with her jokes and shit. And I was like, cool. Then God Hansen got the fuck out of there. It was like, I'm not good at mingling. So that was my adventure. That woman, I believe, has. I gotta figure out how do I get out of full screen. That woman has. Yeah, she has 217,000 followers. It was very fun, and I wasn't afraid at all. There were no felons in the audience with me. There was one funny thing that happened. Another one, when we were lining up to do the meet and greet thing, a man got on the microphone, and he was like, he's saying, it's like, all right, here's the rules. You come up, hand your phone to this person. She'll snap a couple of photos of you, Miss Wexler, and you go on your way. Do not try to put your hands on Miss Wexler. I was like, I wasn't planning on it, but it's probably a good thing to yell out to the crowd because it's a comedy club and most people there are drinking. Like I said, I don't drink when I'm out in public, ever. So I'm sober as a judge, and I'm never going to be accused of violating someone's personal space. Anyway, so, like, the fucking second guy that went up there was like 3 sheets to the wind, and he already broke the rules. And so the security guard guy was like screaming, "Get your fucking hands off!" And then I thought, okay, well, if anything, that topped the rest of the fucking crowd. That nope, multiple other people. I made sure when I got up there, I was like this. My hands were clasped in front of me, and I got within hugging distance, but did not hug. And she did not offer to hug me. I understand why. Yeah, thank you, Roy. I want to see Doc in a relationship with a beautiful woman. They'll have 8 kids. The whole family will use face paint. And when I get married, yes, you're right, Roy. I'm well connected. Only the finest rabbis are getting the David Reamer. I don't know. World Cup. Yeah, I guess that's what it was. That's what everybody's talking about down here. I'll just use the cringy thing. I don't know nothing about no goddamn sports ball. Another dumb thing. Okay, so I go to hang out with some of my friends today. Oh, wait, this is interesting. Roy says, I've personally spoken with the guy on her channel banner. Not even kidding. Oh, him. Oh, that guy. The guy that's like the president of Brazil. Huh. Well, I believe Roy must be well connected then. Yeah. What was I going to say? Oh, so today, after the news of the past week, I don't go to that fucking Stonebriar Mall. I will be avoiding that place for the goddamn foreseeable fucking future. One story that happened out there. Of course, none of this will make the news or nothing like that because they suppress news that makes certain people look bad. It was like immediately after there was a car that was like, there were 2 cars. This car stopped at a stop sign and would not go and would not go and would not go and would not go. And the car behind did the courtesy beep, beep. And that's all it took. These watermelon felons jumped out of the car and ran behind and just started beating the shit out of the car behind them because they were looking to fight with somebody because they were so mad about the verdict this week, and that's what it was. That made the rounds throughout town today. One of the reasons that mall has a fucking curfew now is because people are going out there looking, for trouble. So, but they're pussies here. So this curfew thing, after all the blacks in town start going, you're racist. You're only doing it because you're racist. You're just doing racism for racism's sake. Just because we're violent and try picking fights doesn't mean you have to have a curfew. Just because we shoplift doesn't mean you shouldn't be allowed to lock your stores. But anywho, they'll back down and drop that curfew in like a day. And I was at another location. Saw it my friend. It's a security guard for Rolex, and I've never really figured out what the fuck the dude is. Like, is he lean left? Is he middle? Is he lean right? But like that day I had to ask him, I was like, all right, so you're outside all the time. So that's what the guy does. He hangs out outside of the doors and he just keeps watch on everything. When someone comes into the Rolex store, he goes in with them, locks the door. It's one of those deals where they only have one customer at a time in the store ever. So he's out there, and I just say, all right, from what you've been seeing this week, have you noticed tensions have been running high on this side of town? And then he starts going, well, I have noticed something. When the Knicks and Spurs played and the Spurs lost, and he started yapping. At first, I thought he was talking in fucking code. And then I was like, no, he's actually talking about a fucking basketball game. I don't know anything about fucking basketball. And I was like, I got ready to correct him. I was like, you know what? I'm not going to correct him. If he didn't fucking know what the hell I was talking about, then he was probably going to give me a, I haven't noticed anything. Anyway, but one of my friends, this is some of the drama that I know about from this week being on Ground Zero. I feel like a New Yorker that was near 9/11. But a girlfriend of mine that works at the Neiman Marcus cafe, like, fucking quit because immediately after the verdict, some black people came in to eat there. And when she did the whole, welcome to Neiman Marcus, how many? They spit in her fucking face and started screaming a bunch of nonsense. You know, you're a racist. You would only ask how many because we're black. That shit. And I was like, oh God. I feel bad for people that are working in the service industry around here right now because they got to be going through some shit. Like anything that goes wrong whatsoever is going to be caused. Been a racist because Carmelo. I just know it. And I don't even like ordering food from them right now. I never did, but that's a different story. Oh, did you not see? There's a famous panel. I don't have it saved on this computer. There's a famous panel that one of the woker artists drew where he replies back to somebody and he says something like, he's like, Nazis are disgusting. I would never have anything to do with Nazis. I might be a murderous psychopath, but I'm an American. I'm like, okay, woker. I mean, it's not the worst thing I've ever heard, but Jesus Christ. Then there's the panels like some guy is walking beside of Harley Quinn and says, you know, you can punch the Joker in the face, but you know what you can't punch in the face? You can't punch systemic racism in the face because it's not real anyway. He won't laugh at racism. He just won't do it. He refuses. Yeah, I guess that guy's the president of that. Yeah. Anywho, what's going on in your neck of the woods? What's on your mind? Sundays in the studio. I'm going to play my game for a minute. And at some point, I will share the screen. Yeah, that's the thing. Just make one that's very, like, you know, even if it has to be, like, you know, Disney Channel racist. Like, he'll chase a shoplifter out of the store of Walgreens, but if the shoplifter's about to run into traffic, he'll save their life, but he'll still arrest them for shoplifting. Heard a noise. Yeah. it was just a coincidence, you know. Well, now, there's no way. I mean, I don't know if there's like a competition that who's worse now, DC or Marvel, when it comes to making sure that like there's no like singular black criminals anymore. It's like if it's a gang, then it'll be okay. Let's say it'll be 5 people, and it'll be 3 white guys, 1 Mexican, 1 black. That's the most they'll do. It's like we've got to make sure that the whites outnumber them. We can't be realistic.
There are no words that can ease the pain of the family, the loved ones, and the colleagues across the service. They are very much in our thoughts as they...
You all are in my farts. There was something cool that I found, and I don't think I ever played it, and I gotta find that fucking thing, because there's just no way it's just gonna come up naturally. I've given up on trying to figure out, I'm not good at segueing into jokes anywho, but it is fucking cool, and it's one of those, I think it's this one. Well, we'll find out. If it's not, and if it doesn't make any sense, I will abort the baby.
Good? I don't know. They said the roof's gone. I'm just... All right. I'm headed to the studio.
Yeah,
It's on the news. I can't
They're
talk
saying
right now.
units from the east side are staging your 4th call.
Hey, you hear what's happening downtown? They're about to report on it live in the newsroom.
Coming through. Officials have confirmed more than 500 suspected cases tonight, and the number is growing by the hour.
You got a minute? Yeah, give me a sec. So, I was looking down there. They shut the 3rd ward. Now they're saying the shelter's got cases. The city hasn't given us anything. You think it's going to reach out here? I wouldn't bet against it. We're getting told to prep remote. Just stay clear of downtown.
Yeah, just trying to get the copy cleaned up before the midnight hit. Grab a seat.
How bad is it now?
Worse. They closed off 2 more blocks downtown. The hospital says they're out of beds. We're waiting on the health department for numbers.
Over the south side, where smoke is still pouring from several blocks tonight. Emergency crews are struggling to contain the fires. City officials are again urging everyone to stay.
Word from traffic?
Not yet. They're still backed up. Hey, I've got the feed queue. Just need the anchors tag.
Copy that.
Levels look good. Rolling back for the open. There.
You want the bump at 5 seconds in.
has officially been declared across the entire city. We are being instructed to remain indoors and not leave the station. We're on our own.
Last of the Robinsons were traveling with overnight, with crews expected on scene by morning.
Oh shit! Go! 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 Right behind us! Look out! Door! That's not... Oh god! Move!
Utility closet, come on.
Well, they encourage your complete cooperation. Send your roses when they think you need to smile. I can't control myself because I don't know how. When they love me for...
Oh, I'm not sitting through fucking credits. Well, whatever that was, it was cool. It was made by people using that software that I believe Pixel was using to make some of the AI videos for us a while back. Because, yeah, I read into it about how expensive that AI software was. I'm like, oof, now I get it. Now I understand why they're shutting it down. But I still stand by what I said. Someone will figure out something later. Whenever later is. Later could be years, but it'll be, it'll happen. And there'll be something else that's just as good and quicker and faster and more intuitive, to where there's, you know, even people like me that have the very basics, even though that's the job I'm in, of the very, very basics of AI knowledge can make shit. Hope you all enjoyed that movie. We were the ones that were buying them. No, the blacks didn't buy any. They didn't even buy fucking Tower Man and Iron Fist, and half of them were black. Oh, I know. Ugh. Ah. Let's play this for a minute while I collect my thoughts, which aren't many.
Get Brentwood locked down.
Get Brentwood locked down!
He's the one to thank for all the excitement. Can't let him get away.
Cradle, made it out of clay. Cradle. Now this guy's gonna get hit by them soon.
Let's make this quick. Your brother, oh God. I was gifted that comic before. I did not want it.
Kal-El's a Hebrew name. L translates the. Wait a second. Kal-El's a Hebrew name. L translates to Gog and Dreidel. But your name is Pale L, so you're Pale Gog. Pale Gog. There was this IGN cringe article that I think was made immediately after our good friend Jorge Floyd, and it was one of those video articles where they made sure to have like a fucking guy from the UK, and they were talking about like the problem if they ever remake Resident Evil 5. How could they make Resident Evil 5? Resident Evil 5 was in Africa, and Chris Redfield is in Africa, shitty African American Africans from Africa. So racism. So I'm like, it's simple. It's like, all right, so it's racist that the people infected with the disease in Africa are black, and but if they would have held the game in Africa and all of the enemy characters, all the they weren't zombies, but whatever you want to call them, mutated individuals of color. So if they were, then it would have been racist that they were in Africa and Chris Redfield is shooting white people. Well, they could have done this, I guess. What about this? All right, you want to have the game set in Africa for dumb reasons. Then don't have any black people at all. Like, fill it up with Chinese people. That way the people that want to be offended are flabbergasted and offended. So they're like, why are they Chinese? Then they have to recognize that they're acknowledging race. They're putting it's like they won't find the irony in that. They know that it's not okay to notice that there's a lot of black people in the hood ever. It's unacceptable. It's almost as bad as saying there's a lot of black people in Africa. But let's say you replace all the black people in Africa with Chinese people. Then they'll say something, and then they just won't. Yeah. Anywho. Dreidel made it out of clay. I don't want them to remake it. I don't want them. Just don't remake that one. Just leave it. It's so recent anyway. Just leave it alone. Oh, so it's God. So you kept saying Gog. So you're a pale God. Oh God. There's a whole thing with a Gog and a Magog, and I'm not heart. Jesus. I'm not 100%, but I thought it was evil. Resident Evil telling me the unforced skin, unlike the fucking dick skin Supergirl cup. Oof. Is anyone gonna watch that? Like, I'm not gonna pay to watch it. Like, when it's available digitally in a way that I in no way support the movie, like they don't make a penny off of me, then I'll watch it. That's what I did with The Flash. For those of you that followed the news on that disgusting character that portrayed the Flash, I forget what his name is. It's something like Urza Miller or something like. It's Urza something. I almost got to say Buzzington, but Urza Buzzington's this guy that was in. He was in a couple of movies that were comedy movies. He had just a weird look about him and weird bent ears. And he was in this like LSD college movie where he played a like he played an evil ghost. And let me tell you what this evil ghost did. This guy, it's worth looking him up to get so you understand what I'm about to say. The title of the movie is called There's Someone Knocking at the Door. And this character called Erzy Buzzington plays an evil ghost that's up to no good. And let me tell you what no good he is up to. Very beginning of the movie, there's some kid, some college kid in his dorm room smoking pot in swimming trunks. He starts hearing a knock at the door, but he's aggravated because he's like, I'm an edgelord college student. I don't have time to answer the door and shit. And he doesn't want to answer the doors. He wants to stay in bed and smoke pot with the swimming trunk. So finally he gets up and answers the door, and it's a naked woman. And she's not really pretty, really. She's, I mean, yeah, all right, I guess. But he's like, oh, well, hello there. And so that the random naked lady and him start making out, and then he opens his eyes while they're making out and notices in a reflection that the beautiful lady has turned into Erzy Buzzington, one of the weirdest looking fuckers ever. And and then this guy, just playing a silly prank that he is doing. As in case you all didn't take my verbal cue to look up a picture of him, I'll just do it for you. So, God damn it, go to images. Oh, God, this guy's just weird looking. Okay, so this woman that's a 6 on a scale of 1 to 10, all of a sudden turns into that fucking guy right there. This guy right there. While he's making out with him, and so the guy bites his face or his ear or something like that, spits it, and it throws the guy down on his bed, tears his fucking swimming trunks up, and butt fucks him to death. I guess that's what they meant by somebody is knocking at the door, and then later on in the movie, they're doing an autopsy on the college person. And they said it looked like someone drove a locomotive up his ass. But no, I was talking about Erzy Miller. He was a heroic, stunning, and brave they-them with an extensive criminal record. One of the weirdest people on the planet that I know Zack Snyder picked him to be the Flash because he was just wanting to be fucking difficult. He knew that guy was weirder than the other side of fucking hell. And he could have picked anyone else on the planet. But no, he's like, oh, it's got to be Erzy Miller. It's got to be this weird they-them. And so when the Flash came out, and I kept hearing, no, it's good if you can look past it. If you can look past Erzy Miller. And I was like, all right. So once it became available in ultra high def, I found it. I retrieved the file in such a way that there is no way those motherfuckers at HBO or WB got any money. And I watched it, and yeah, it was good. It was good. I liked it. Not my favorite movie of all time or anything like that. Got plenty of problems, but I guess if I put it like this, I thought it was going to be so bad. I thought it was going to be like a 2 on a scale of 1 to 10 at best. I was so prepared. It's like, not only was I prepared because of how fucking bizarre and weird that Erzy Miller is, that I was so prepared that it was going to be so bad because of that it being better than that basically made it like almost like a 9 out of 10. You know, yeah. But like, I guess if you were prepared, like, I think I'm on a date with a severely obese girl, and then you open the door and the girl is just fat. It's like, well then. I believe in ghosts. I don't want to believe in the ghost that'll butt fuck you to death. That's for goddamn sure. Or the other butt fucking ghost. I guess regular fucking ghost, the one from The Entity. I'm asking the chat this. Have you motherfuckers ever seen that movie? Something like 80, 81. It's got Ron Silverman in it, who is a dreidel spinner. That's a fucking terrifying goddamn movie. That is, oh fuck, my parents were fucked in the head letting me see that. Maybe it was their way of like, now don't become a Satanist, or this is what'll happen to you. You might become a widowed wife one day that gets fucked at random by an invisible ghost that's just so horny for your hairy pussy. Yeah, so if you have, I don't know. I don't think I would recommend, if you want to if you want to see a woman make love to a ghost that works at the grape factory, then please go watch The Entity at some point. It's a hoot. I mean, like, I'll always bring up randomly Serbian film. Serbian film's not shocking or anything to me. It's like you go into that movie knowing you're going to see comically fucked up shit. So it's not like you're, oh my, when you're watching it, because you know that's what's coming. It's like movies that are supposed to be made in a more respectable way that have shocking shit is shocking. But yeah, so if you want to see a ghost that works at a grape factory movie, you watch The Entity. You'll get to see hairy pussy galore. Yeah, that's why I'm telling you about it. I don't think it was very well, considering the subject matter. I don't think it sold a lot of tickets when it came out. You know, that isn't exactly a first date movie. I mean, I guess it would be better than I Spit on Your Grave as a first date movie, but not by fucking much. And again, hey, if you want to board the Hairy Pussy Express, yeah, go watch the original Spit on Your Grave. There was a long time that I was a cinemaphile, and all it took was the white liberal guilt of Hollywood post 2020 to go, you know, I don't need to see every movie that comes out anymore. I think I'm good. But what I'm not good is with this game. I'm gonna play it for a minute and let you all think of stuff to talk to me about. See, if the reticle goes away, that means I have unlimited ammo. That's why I keep going in and out of this weird weapon screen. I don't have anything good yet in my perks. Oh, God damn it, he's gonna turn into a fucking blister head. That's the thing is about this goddamn game mode. Is like, it's like, in a way, I'm cheating by using the unlimited ammo glitch, but this fucking game mode is almost impossible unless you do it. Unless you're like one of them goddamn Asian streamers that are somehow experts at a game on day one. Now I at least have a more powerful shotgun. Now I'll just arrange some of this shit. I think in that game it's raining. I hear it in my headphones. I shouldn't be able to hear that. I'm inside of a mansion. I want to rock and roll all night and part of every day. Now, this room should be one of those spiders that gives me another 2 minutes of playtime. Damn it, the reticle didn't go away. I clearly hear that fucker in the room. And it won't be visible until I walk past the door. So I just should walk towards him. Here he comes, you little bastard! I just don't understand why sometimes they make games where they make the game mode so fucking hard that unless you do something cheap, like find out like an unlimited ammo glitch, it's just not playable. Like, I would say I hope Capcom learns their lesson with it when they release other game modes, but like I've said a million times, Capcom just doesn't take feedback from people. That's my opinion. I've never even noticed that that's like a universal opinion. I don't think they know what fans like or what they don't like. I think they just go, yeah, we decide what you're gonna play. We don't fucking care. Like the whole universe could be screaming at the top of your lungs, You made the Leon Must Die mini game way too fucking hard. You could have unlimited ammo or just more ammo. And they wouldn't know about it. They would be like, "Oh, I think." It's like, we know we made a good mode. We will not be looking at reviews. But then, like I've always said, there's other games too that take way too much feedback from a game, and they end up just turning into, you know, propaganda. Oh shit! There he is. This son of a bitch, for some reason on the floor, takes like all day to shoot. I don't know why this random zombie on the floor that doesn't want to reanimate takes all day to do what he does. Well, let's roll some perks. I bet they're all shitty. Oh, that one for when I get the Magnum. That's stupid. This is good. Oh, I hear one of them singing zombie. They're more powerful. There's a shitting zombie in here, I think. Well, maybe not. He's usually in the second stall. He might be in the front one. Yep, he's in the front one. I can hear it. Where is it? I hear a spider. It's making that goddamn noise. Where is the fucker hiding? Oh, it's not here. Come on out, nice zombie. Now I should have enough weapons to where the next one or the one after should be a Magnum or the rocket launcher. So I'm going to bet rocket launcher. I open the thing. Either. Dreidel, dreidel, dreidel. Clay. Dreidel, dreidel, dreidel. Fucking bitch! Can't even see up her rotting pussy panties. Finally, at that goddamn record. Jesus Christ. Well, better roll perks. Now I can probably get rid of that shotgun. Yeah, I can get rid of that shotgun enhancer now.
You know, happy people.
Yeah, what? Can't. Now the chef will be coming for me.
What are you cutting with that thing? Elephants?
Oh, I can't. You fuck yourself. Whenever you get a hand grenade in this goddamn game, when it drops that as a weapon, that's for the rest of the stage, that's all it'll drop. It's a fucking hand grenade. And I don't want that. I need the other Magnum. I need the other Magnum if I want to do the challenge I try to do daily. So, mark my words, those of you still hanging in there. The next box I open, which would be probably the last one for this stage, I will get nothing but grenades. If I get any more red or blue enemies, those also drop weapons as well, guaranteed weapons, and they'll only drop grenades for the rest of this goddamn stage. Grenade would be fun, but yeah. At least there's a spider in here. Oh shit, I got the Mortal Edge. I can discard this fucker. did. I did mean to play it. I'm not ashamed. It's funny how I'll get new followers now and then, and some of them are those bot accounts, and this one says this is their self-description. Their self-description is that they look sweet, they act spicy, and they just hit 18. Fuck about yourself. You're a fucking bot. There's still people that fall for that shit. It's like when you check your regular email, for whatever reason we check our regular emails anymore. Job applications, sales from Best Buy. I don't know, but like if you check your regular email, you click your spam folder. There's always the most comical fucking spam from porn bots that have ever existed. Like, do you want to get your cock sucked, stupid? Fucking coming everywhere. Like, oh, well, yes, but I'm not clicking that email. I would rather not. I don't even think the account that I'm signed into on this computer even has bad spam yet. Let's see. No, just Reddit. Goddamn Reddit. Oof.
Jinkies, you hired Velma?
So, the party's actually canceled.
So, you want me to do what I do for parties, but just for you?
Yeah.
Jinkies, I've lost my glasses again. Has anyone seen any ghosts around? Oh!
Do the glasses thing again.
Alright.
Yeah.
Let's do it for the third time.
Yeah.
Where's my glasses?
Jinkies, I wonder if she's ever given head with her asshole. It's the stupid way that's set up. The streaming software that I use is a thing called Streamlabs. I know this is going to sound idiotic, and I should put some time into this, but I've put enough time into it. I use Streamlabs. It won't let me stream a game to the Streamlabs web software. The web software which I'm using has a shitload more controls that you can, do stuff, upload videos, play silly videos, and all that. But to stream like a game to it, at least on my plan, it won't work right unless you use the Streamlabs desktop. And the Streamlabs desktop, you can't sign into it. It's like you can't sign into it the same way. You don't have the same controls. I can't play silly videos. I can't do a lot of stuff. So it's like, okay, so if I want to stream a game to you all, like when I've got jack shit to talk about and there's not a lot of people in the chat, it's like if I want to stream a game to it, well, I could just use that, but then I'm stuck. That's it. That's all I can do for the whole show. It'll just be you looking at me and me playing a game, or just looking at me and nothing else. I'm able to put chats on the screen. The Streamlabs desktop app is dog shit. It's not good. you pretty much got to do everything from the web, and that's why I'm pretty much stuck doing it that way if I want to play a game, just to have something to do. So yeah, that's why it's streaming on another channel, and it's a couple of seconds behind. I am not paying for StreamYard or any of that shit. I'm not going in the hole. Like, I mean, I was quoted hundreds and hundreds of dollars a year to use StreamYard or whatever. I'm not doing that. It's like, if I get a giant donation that is like, stop fucking around and just use StreamYard. That way you can do all of it in a more normal way. Yeah, then sure, fuck yeah, I'll pay for it for a year. But this thing that I'm using right now is $9 a month, and that's it. I'm not paying more than $9. I mean, he will not get more than $9 out of me. You want to put your spam in our folder? I know there is, Roy. I know there is. It's just like I don't sit down and think about this when I'm not on the air. I really don't. It's like Fridays, I'm gone all day. Saturdays, I'm gone all day. The second I wake up, I'm shower, hit the door, get the fuck out of town. Don't come back until 3 in the morning. Sundays, I'm gone all day until I hop back on here, and then Monday through Thursday I'm working, so I'm drained, so I don't get a way to think about how to do this in a better way. Maybe that's a challenge I need to put on myself. There's got to be a different way to do it that isn't going to cost me more money, and it's not as janky. But yeah, it's like I'm on one channel for me, and then one of my sock YouTube channels is the thing I streamed the game to, and then I'm basically stream sniping myself. So it's even more generic and ghetto sounding. I'm stream sniping a second channel that I have to play this game, just to have something to do. I know some of the more professional people that we're friends with use something called OBS. I don't know what that is. I don't know if it's free. I don't know if it costs money. If it's free, then hey, that might be something to look into. So now I think that's what Spurge Snake says he uses, and he seems to be able to do a lot with his stream. So that might be something. But if it's like, oh no, it's like $50 a month. No, thank you. Nope. It's what goes through my mind all the time. Is like, what if I lose my job from AI and I'm out of work? There's going to be so much shit that I have to cancel anyway. I don't need that one more thing. Yeah, OBS is free. It's not too bad. Takes a bit to getting used to, though. Okay. Well, then I probably need to look into that because, yeah, the people that I've seen that do streaming on it, they seem to be able to do a lot. And if you're able to do what I see them do for free, fuck it, me as well. Oh, boy. Yeah, I can't show what I'm looking at here. It's too violent for YouTube. It'll get me a. We want to keep our community safe, so we won't show you what I'm looking at off screen. Oh, let's finish this match and get the fuck out of here. I just want to see if I can do my over 5,000 with the Super Tyrant. I don't even care about beating this thing. I'm just running to the Super Tyrant. I'm going to open one box on the way there. Whatever. Oh, cool. I got that. Well, may as well beat the thing, man. Alright. So for those that want to be here till the end, I want to beat the Super Tyrant real quick. And then I want to beat Victor. And then we're going to get the fuck out of here. Apparently, it's a dead night. I don't have really anything to talk about. No one's here. And I thought we would have more people, and I thought I'd have guests today. It didn't turn out that way. And I guess my meeting a comedian story wasn't very interesting. What I'm doing right now is I'm emptying my inventory because all I need for the Tyrant is the to beat the Tyrant. I can beat the Tyrant with anything. I just want to see if I can get the over 5,000 challenge, which I'm pretty sure I will. Empty a few more things. All right, for perks, what I've got I got a plus 15 on the Magnum. I got to be within 3 feet for an extra 60% boost. I'm going to have a current 94.5 boost for having a streamlined case. I'm going to get an extra 80% damage boost from using, for just shooting everything. But I'm going to take 10% damage every time. Now there's that. And that won't give me anything though. But I can get a little bit more by replacing let's do that. And that. Ooh, I got lucky there. Ooh, I'm lucky there too. Yeah, I think I'll be able to do it. Yeah, I should be able to. So, for those of you still in here, let's see if I get over 5,000. It'll be close, but... Oh, I did it. There we go. And he's dead.
I'll stop you as many times as I have to.
Now, if you run past the door, you can open another case. Oh, that thing sucks. Fuck that. I played Deadly Premonition. New, it's a survival horror game, and you briefly tell me what that is. I have not seen it. Thank you for hanging in there. This is a rough one tonight. This is a rough one tonight, guys. This ain't Friday's Fun Fest. This is Sunday's Bore Fest. Yeah, they can get choppy, man. I don't know. This game stream about to fucking hit. Now that Victor, you're gonna hear you say something like, "Spencer's whatever belongs to me," and I'm gonna shoot him with the rocket launcher. Then they're gonna shoot a second for him with the rocket launcher. That's gonna be about it.
Spencer's vision lives through me, and I will see that it is brought to fruition.
And how many more will have to die for that vision?
Damn it. It's like if you don't do it perfect at first, then you gotta run around. Well, we're out of here. Here you go. Second form boom. Walk, hit, grab, kick out. That's the end of that shit. Looking in the OBS would probably be a good idea. These game streams get very choppy. I just do it when I don't have anything to talk about. No one's gonna come on. It's something to do. Something to do to see who comes on. Deadly Premonition is a horror game with an open world. Shenmue elements, very weird, borderline. Oh, okay. Well, that sounds like something I'd like to play because, yeah, I have a pretty narrow game list. WWE, Resident Evil, Silent Hill, not too much. I used to play more as a kid. There was this one great game for the GameCube that was survival horror. And I'll describe it and see if you can't tell me the name of it, because I would know it if I wasn't on the stream. But it was like a game that you would be playing, and then the game would appear to glitch out and do things like the blue screen of death that old computers used to do, and things like that. So you would freak out for a second thinking your game actually failed and malfunctioned, but it was just a game fucking with you. That was a great game, whatever that was. I will think of it the second the stream ends. Oh, Eternal Darkness. Yeah, that was it. 100% what I was talking about. Because it was like when that happened to me, it took me out of it, but literally took me into it because I was like using a Windows XP computer at the time, and I had the blue screen of death recently, and it for a second there I was like, well, shit, I didn't know GameCube could have blue. Oh, the game fooled me. The game and its trickery. Yeah, but we go up. Spent the day at the hospital. Oh God, it's awful. Stripping away, the morphine will likely be gone. Come more. It's stupid internet bullshit. Well, I am the doctor, and Doctor Bullshit is in the house. Yeah, not to be depressing. I've been in your exact shoes before. Exact. Went to visit a relative in ICU years back. They were in ICU for goddamn like maybe 3 months. But I mean, it was a female that was that served in the army. So she had, if there was a silver lining, no one was having to pay for it except for the government. So she was in the ICU, and like eventually there was no more communication at all for like the first like month or two. She'd wake up a little bit and you could talk to her a little bit, and it was so sad. And she would ask things like, when am I going to be able to go home? And we're all lying. We're like, oh, very soon. They're figuring this out. Yeah, you should be coming home any day now. You just got to stay strong, just saying stuff like that. That, we all knew better. We did. And eventually one day she was pretty much just gone. Pretty much just in a, I don't know if you would call it a self-induced coma. I don't know. But like, yeah, I remember finally the day came where the doctors and shit were basically saying it's pretty much a guarantee she's passing away tomorrow. So mean, I'm shortening up and unprofessionalizing the conversation, but yeah, she's pretty much going to pass away tomorrow. So if you want, we'll do last rites. We'll load her up on morphine for the next couple of days until she finally peacefully, goes. And that's what happened. I forget what they call it. I mean, it wasn't like hospice, but I guess it was hospice. They moved her from ICU to hospice because it was clearly the end. And they were right. She passed away the next day, but at least she was in. From what I was told, they were pretty much guaranteeing me she ain't in any pain. This is some good morphine. I was like, well, thank God for that. At least there's that. Jesus. Oh, I'm not. Thank God I scrolled back up. I'm not in the Discord. Somebody got to send me like a link or something. So yeah, it was sad. It's old age, man. Old age don't tap out for anybody. I can tell you this for this person. Now, I don't know how much longer they would have lasted. I don't know. But they weren't telling anybody that they weren't able to go to the restroom. They weren't able to pee. Like, long story short, their kidneys failed. And they had the sensation of having to go, but they couldn't go. And they didn't say anything for like 2 or 3 days until I guess the pain was unbearable. And then they did. And that's when the ball got rolling. So I don't know. And this person did not have dementia or anything like that. The last time I talked to them before that, they were all there. They were, obviously sick all the time because a lot of shit was going wrong with them. But I don't know. I mean, there's no way to bulletproof the world. I would just tell anyone that something tells you, it's like, man, something tells me this is their last year. You might want to have a conversation with them. It's like, hey, if you notice anything like this, don't wait a day or 2 or 3 days to bring it up. If you can't go to the bathroom tomorrow, fucking tell somebody, or if you're still able to, drive yourself to the ER, because I don't know what they actually died of, but but from what I was hypothetically told was if this person would have immediately reported that they were having these problems, there was a 50-50 chance they could have maybe fixed it, maybe bought them some more time on this planet. I don't know what I'm talking about because I don't know what they died of. All I know is the kidney failure part of it was the first step. So if you notice, if you see something, say something, just like at the airport. Okay, great. Thank you. I will go in there at some point because I did, got your electronic message, Stephen. Because there are things that are not fit for the air. Man, what a fucking boring weekend. I thought I would have a lot more to talk about other than that comedy show, but not really, unless you just want to hear me go black pill. I don't think anyone really wants that. I'm sure we'll have plenty to talk about Friday. Well, whoever's with me, if anyone, on Friday. Nope, that's all I got. I'm tapped out. I just don't have anything to talk about. Thank you all for coming in today. Hopefully we got stuff to talk about on Friday or whatever. And we'll go from there. Again, thank you for your patronage. Have a great one. Bye now. It's why am I